Well, hello and welcome. I want to say thanks for clicking on the video. This is Nate, and we got the Freebird. That's right. Another one of Clayton's Tempo series. I've never got to film this one yet. I haven't even got to see it before in person. So that's really cool. This one, though, is built by Marley out of Hermiston, Oregon, which is part of Clayton Homes. So it's going to be exactly like what you can get in, say, South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas, all that kind of stuff. Just built by a different brand. They're all going to be exactly the same. That's the nice thing about the Tempo series. It's a nationwide series, and they're all built to be affordable. So this one comes in at 1,400 square foot. Feels a little bit larger than that. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. And the nice thing about the Tempo series is, as I said, they're affordable. You don't have a ton of options, so kind of what you see in this home is what you're going to get. The biggest option in this home actually is because it's in the Northwest. We do get snow, so it's got an 80-pound roof load. That's the biggest option in this home. This home, that's a $4,300 option because they have to change the trusses and they have to change the material that they use. But other than that, there's like maybe another $1,000 in options. Now, I haven't even mentioned we're at the Homeboys here in Spokane, Washington. And before we walk into the home, though, I would appreciate it if y'all could hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications if you haven't done so already. Now we'll step on in. So now as we step in, kind of do just a quick little pan, and then we'll come around to the other side of the living room. Well, hello there, Bobbers. Of course, Bobbers was my dog's name. Now on the floor plan, this will be listed as a flex space. It doesn't specifically say dining room. And so we just came from over there, walked all the way around the fridge. And what do we have for cabinet space? Decent amount of cabinet space around the fridge, because this is basically going to be your pantry area. We don't have any drawers in the island, but we do happen to have these great big cabinets. So this is where you're going to put all your bigger appliances when you're trying to get them off the countertops and things like that. So it's going to be like your air fryer, your Instapots, or, you know, obviously there's no microwave in this one. So it's probably going to have to sit on a countertop somewhere. That's going to limit the amount of countertop space you have in this kitchen. Of course, now if you didn't have a freezer, you could set yourself up a small table right there and put your microwave there. But this is designed and has the plug for a freezer. Or if you've got enough space, put your small table right there, and then you can have the microwave facing out that way even. Because I was thinking about that too when I walked into the home. I'm like, where are you going to put the microwave at in this home? Everybody's got one. Unless the option is to get a different hood and have the microwave put up there. I don't know. There's the back door with the 9 light. Now that is an optional door. Normally it's just it's going to be a standard door. So think of this door as having 2 more of these panels up here, and that's what your door would look like. Once again, there was that freezer space. All these e-built homes are going to have your water heater and your furnace in a closet, in their own closet, I should say, and not in a closed closet. And then behind those is your washer and dryer hookups. And in this home, all of our bedrooms are at one end of the home. So we'll start with the first of the guest bedrooms. Living room is right on the other side of this one. This is facing the front of the home. And I know I haven't shown you much of the bedroom yet. I got distracted by the guy on an I got distracted by a guy that was riding by on an e-scooter in the middle of the lane. I'm thinking, that guy's going to get himself hit. See, I look at things other than just this screen as I'm filming. In between your 2 bedrooms is your bathroom. You do get these square sinks. Kind of a nice little feature to get, instead of just the plain Jane oval sinks. Hello, Raiden. And they do use the fixtures in here. So now one thing I didn't point out in the living room, and I'll point it out here, we also had the same thing in the living room. There is a light fixture that's missing. That's where your fan is going to go. In the closet, we've got a rack at this end, a rack at this end. So now I did see in another Clayton Tempo Series home, I don't know if they added it afterwards or not, but there was a rack that ran the full length. So that might be an option that you can get. Either that, or as I stated in another video, you can put one in yourself. It's not that hard. And we have this little cubby space back here behind the door. I think I would probably put like a IKEA little cabinet right in there for my linens. I've been watching too much of Nick Lewis. He likes IKEA, and now I got IKEA running through my brain all the time. But you know what's not running through my brain is the comments that you haven't left yet. So in order for them to go through my brain, you're going to have to go down there and leave the comments. That way I can read them and think about them, and then it helps the video perform better. I'm joking. But I do want you to leave a comment letting me know what you think of the Freebird by Marley Homes, Clayton built home. Do you like the colors? There are a few different color options that you can get. While you're there, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and I will be back shortly with some price information. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and by the way, there is that other fixture. Now I'll see you in just a few minutes. All right, that is the Freebird by Marley Homes, part of the Tempo series. Now, one thing that I really like about the Tempo series, and I've seen it in just about all of the double section Tempo series, where that refrigerator was at, behind there is always going to be that flex space. Whether it's at this end of the kitchen or at this end of the kitchen, depending on where they put the fridge, behind it is always that flex space. I like that because it separates the dining room away from the kitchen and the living room area. So it's just something that I've noticed in the Tempo series, that your dining room is what I would use it as, is always separated from everything. So it's a really nice feature. The other thing I want to point out about the Freebird, there's also one called Staying Alive, which I'll throw the floor plan up here. You can see it's a little bit larger at just over 1,400 square foot. It is an identical floor plan to this one, except for one feature. They added a small front porch to it, and the door location is different. So it's a front loading home instead of a side loading home. Other than that, the floor plan is exactly the same, except for the bedrooms are a little bit bigger. So it kind of extends it out a little more. If you did want something bigger, or if you wanted a front porch, check out the Staying Alive. I don't know how much more that is in price. Any of these Tempo series homes are available nationwide, whether it's built by Clayton, Marley, Golden West, Schultz, because I know that over in Billings, they have them under the Schultz brand name. So there's various different manufacturers under the Clayton brand that build these for them and ship them all over the U.S. So now, before I get to price information, though, remember videos come out on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you got 4 videos a week, and every other week I'm going to be throwing up a 3 best of, whether that's going to be bathrooms, kitchens, pantries. And I figured for the next year, I've actually got a whole list created to do a whole year's worth of videos, because I came up with 26 different 3 best of or 3 biggest of type deals. So anyway, and those will all go into a playlist called the 3 of. So check that out. I did one last week. Now let's get price information for this home. Now, as stated, this is a Tempo series. There's not a lot of options. As I stated, it's designed to be kind of an entry-level home. Base price on this is $137,000. This one, as shown, is $144,000, and that's with $4,200 strictly for the roof alone. Because they went from the standard 40-pound roof load to the 80-pound roof load for snow and ice and that kind of stuff, because this is in the Northwest. So you take off that $4,200, and you're basically still at $140,000 as shown on the inside. Not too shabby. Or so what else wouldn't be too shabby is if you jumped up there and watched this one, or if I could get you to go down there and buy me a coffee and help support the channel. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.